Good afternoon. Welcome to Martial Arts America. Today is April 14th. That is a Tuesday. This is your intermediate class, your junior adult intermediates. Those are your blue belts, your purple belts, and your brown belts. All right, let's begin. Feet together. Bow. Very good. Okay, the goal today is going to work on adding a little bit more onto fire form that we did last week, as well as finishing off our kick combination and really practicing and diving into that on both sides. This is kicking week, and so we're going to make sure we have that outside crescent kick and the flying front kick and the pop-up front kick, all three of those by themselves, and then piece them together into one big combination that we're going to practice on both sides to make them a little bit more economical, make them a little bit more functional for you guys kicking, okay? So let's begin. We're going to start with 10 jumping jacks, just loosen our body up a little bit. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, from there you're going to step out. You're going to stretch down. Let your body just hang. Push your hips backwards so you feel a lot of stretch back here in the backs of your legs. If your hands are flopping on the ground and you're really heavy on your hands, I want you to lean your weight back towards the heels of your feet so the weight is lighter on your hands. The whole goal of this isn't just to lean over, it's to stretch out your legs. Over to the left side. And that's one of our challenges we talked about a couple weeks ago, is stretching every single day, stretching appropriately, stretching properly. Really focusing on it while we're doing it. Other side. It's also our leaning down a little bit longer than normal to really be committed to the stretch. Back to the middle, reach back behind you without falling backwards, of course. Gotta find your balance on your feet. Good. Slide your leg in just a little bit so you can then bend this knee. Now the focus is not really on the bent knee. Though we're bending the knee, the focus is on the stretch right here. So this leg is staying flat to the ground the best you can. You're also kind of blading that foot, helping practice stretching out your ankle for your side kicks. You're leaning into it. If you're having a hard time balancing while leaning into it, you can also come up a little bit straighter on this leg and just lean that way. You can also go on your knee like this and lean down this way. Because again, the focus isn't really on the Spider-Man stretch. It's on stretching out the leg. It's not on that knee that's bent. If you're spending too much time focusing on trying to bend that knee and balance, you're not really getting a stretch, then just switch what you're doing. Let's focus on the task at hand. Other side. Sit all the way down. Heels, toes touching best you can. Good. Make sure you pull your knees in tight. You're working on the posture as well. So you're working on kind of keeping your back straight as you can. Not letting yourself round and get tired. Get your body straight. As you're leaning forward and pushing your knees down. Put your left leg out. Stretch down. Trying to grab your toes. That's one of your goals. If you can't grab, if you have to, again, we talked about last time, if you have to bend your knee to then grab your toes, you're kind of defeating the stretch. I want you to really focus on the stretch and doing it correctly by keeping that leg straight. If you can, see if you can grab this foot and pull the heel off the ground. That will really ensure that your knee is straight. Switch. And both legs in the front. Keep your body up tall. So again, instead of rounding or bow and arrowing your back, you're trying to keep your back straight and lean your body forward until you feel it in the backs of your legs. You may not go as far, but that's perfectly fine. And that's one of the keys to stretching with good posture and a straight back is you may not go as far as normal because you're not trying to lean into it. You're not trying to overdo it. You're trying to just to focus on the one thing at a time. So you're trying to just from here, instead of going like this, you're here and you're leaning your body forward. And then take your legs out a little bit. And lean again, trying to keep the same back. So instead of when you put your legs out, that doesn't mean now you go here and round your back. You still keep your posture up. You still feel the weight pushing forward through your hips. And you're leaning your body forward. And then take them out a little bit more. Do whatever your little bit more is. It could be just a little. It can be a lot of bit. Everyone's different. So we're all at different phases. So we're all just trying to work ourselves to a certain spot. And then take your legs out a little bit more. Now you're at like the max of your full split, wherever your version is, which is fine. Hopefully we're stretching every day. Good. If not, congratulations. I'm glad you're stretching today. Definitely stretch tomorrow if you didn't stretch yesterday, or even if you did. Over to the left side. Remember, the goal is to see in a month how far into our full split, at least how much progress we've made. That's the biggest thing I want you to focus on right now. Isn't necessarily achieving the goal in a month. It's seeing how far you can go, seeing how much you can grow in a month. Switch sides. And so even if after this month of stretching every single day and doing your very best, you don't achieve the full split, that's okay. It's probably going to take longer than a month, but after that month, you'll have good progress and you'll have committed and made that habit. So then, the focus and just reminding yourself to stretch every day becomes a natural thing. So that's really what we're trying to gain from this. Isn't necessarily the ability to do a full split. That will come with time. It's after the month, seeing growth by, through committing to doing something every day and then having built that habit from doing so. Some of you guys may be able to get the full split in a month, which so that's awesome. But if you don't, I don't want you to think that you didn't achieve the goal. Simply doing something every single day for a month is hard enough on its own. And a lot of times you'll see progress, and progress is a very good step towards achieving your goal. Slide your legs back in. One quick stretch for you guys is intermediate belts. Stretch out the other side. So you pull this leg across and make like the number 4. Lean back just a little bit while still keeping your back straight, and you're going to pull it up and lean forward and into it. Switch. All right, all the way up, feet together. Bow. It's about key stance. Make sure your knees are bent to the outside, toes are forward. You're stretching out those ankles too. Left hand is out. Make sure some good snap from your punch. One punch, ready, go. Awesome job. Make sure you're breathing out, either by or going or by something. And go. Very good. Go. Go. Good. Breathe in. As you breathe out, sink deeper into your key stance. And 2 punches. Height. Good. Height. Height. Very good. So now I'm going to challenge you guys a little bit. The Dragons did this yesterday. They did an awesome job. So I want to see if you guys can do it. I'm sure you can. We're going to take our time though. Okay. From here, instead of punching to the middle, you're going to punch low. Low is in like the knot of your belt. Okay. Low is in right basically where a down block would end up. And instead of down blocking like this, you're just going to punch like that. That same angle that a down block would be. Okay. Ready? And punch down with your left hand. Go. And with the right hand. Go. With the left hand. Go. Very good. Now to the middle with your right hand. Go. Left hand. Go. Right hand. Go. Okay, now we're going to punch high, kind of the same angle as a high block, but of course it's a straightened out punch. So again, it's not up there, and the same with your punch downwards wasn't straight down. They both have to kind of go out from the body because you're hitting somebody, something or somebody that's away from you. The closer you are to you when you punch, the closer the attacker has to be. So we're punching kind of forehead high. Punch towards my forehead. Good. Punch high. Ready. Go. Other hand. Go. Other hand. Go. So now I'm going to give one count. I'm going to say go one time. You're going to do 3 punches. 1 low, 1 middle, 1 high. Drop your stance. Get low. Stay strong. Ready? Hands in. And start low with your left hand. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Pull them both back in. Now start with your right hand. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Pull them back in. Bend down a little bit more. Breathe. Make your legs stronger too. With your left hand. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Very good. With the right hand starting. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Leave it there though. So now you're going to start the next one low. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Leave it there. And this one starts low. So it's low, middle, high, and just repeats that. And go. 1, 2, 3. Then so your eyes are changing different positions every time you punch a different spot. And go. Low, middle, high. And every time you do it, try to just get a little bit faster while still making your punches strong, still making them fast, and still extending the punch all the way out. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. One more time, a little bit faster. Ready? Go. Low, middle, high. Very good. Feet together. Bow. Step back with your right foot. Hands up. Back leg front kick just to loosen up those legs on kicking week. Ready? And go. Nice and sharp. Bend that knee in. Stick it out nice and strong. This also helps warm up your outside crescent kicks, your flying front kicks, your pop-up fronts, all the kicks we're going to do later, okay, once we finished off our form. Ready? And go. Good. Snap. Make sure after every kick, after it extends, it has to do what? Rechamber. It has to pull back in so we can go a little bit faster. Ready? And go. Very good. That's where that snap comes into play. And go. Boom. Nice and strong. What's your hands doing? Are they staying up nice and tight? Very good. Ready? Go. And switch sides. Other side, hands up by your chin. Making sure your hands aren't flying away while you're kicking. Bend into that knee a little bit. Ready? Go. Excellent job. Now focus on your body. Make sure your head isn't pushing forward too far just to kick a little bit extra high. Okay, make sure your body stays upright with its posture, and you're almost leaning backwards a little bit. Very good. And go. Last time. Ready, go. Excellent job. Okay, feet together. Bow. So working on fire form, really sharpening up what we did last time, breaking it into combinations too. Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning. We're going to work all the way through what we got last time, where we do that drop down punch. Okay, and then we're going to kind of work it backwards, paying closer attention to the newer things we've worked on. Okay, hoping we've kind of checked those boxes with the beginning of the form, so now we can work on that middle really, really strong. All right, so let's start it one time together. You're going to stay with me. We're going to time it here. You're going to step out and say martial arts, pull it back in, say America, and then of course fire, which is your left hand open, your right hand in a fist, and it hits the back of your hand, back fists into your own hand. That's what you're doing here. And then you turn, pivot your feet, bend those knees, and your hands stay connected. It's almost like you're pulling your left hand to you. Good, by there. And then from there you push your right hand out here. Good, so it simply rolls and spins on your hand. There. Good. Now from here, it's two motions. Right foot steps as your left hand chops. And then right when it lands, it steps into your left foot sweeping. So it's step, sweep. Very good. And then I turn and get my foot down on the ground so my left foot lands. Right when I finish that turn, my right hand is out. Left hand's by your chin. Your right foot sweeps into your hand. Good. Together. Bow. Present up. Step back to modified guard stance. What's modified guard stance? You remember? This is regular. Modified just means an adjustment. It's change. It's a little bit different. Okay? This is regular guard stance. This is modified. Okay, that's the whole slight difference. Regular is both hands up. If I say modified guard stance, it's here. Okay, with your left hand as a knife hand. Okay, now you're facing towards me. I'll mirror you for this part so you can see what's going on, okay? So it's that back leg front kick, and then I set it back deeper into what is this stance called? When you bend this knee, your body's going to the front. It's a front stance, also known as a chungle stance. Good. Down block. Punch. When you throw this punch, does your back foot pivot? No, it doesn't, okay, because you're in a chungle stance. So as the little things you're learning while doing these things, normally your foot punches if you're in a guard stance because your feet are so close together. Since I'm in a chungle stance and my stance is deeper, okay, I'm not going to pivot. I don't have the mobility or the room. It doesn't work that way. Good, and then from here I slide back to kimai and I shoot out that knife hand. Okay, now from here, as I turn, okay, what's very, very important before you turn your body is that you turn your feet. Okay, your body's going to follow where your feet are pointing. So from here, I turn my feet, especially that front foot, that left foot, where I'm trying to go. And when you do that, you'll feel your hips, you'll feel your body start to go ahead and turn itself. So now when I pull this leg through, I can jump a lot easier. And if that move's a little bit tricky, that's probably why. Okay, what you can also do to help out that jump a little bit, because yes, when you're in a kimai stance, it's really hard. I'll show you from the side. Good, when you're here, if you're in a really good kimai stance like you're supposed to be, and I'm sure you are, okay, to push off of this leg when it's so far away. To turn and push from here. See how wide my legs are? Because they were in a kimai. So what's important is when you turn this front foot, before you push off this leg, go ahead and as you lean onto this leg, slide this one closer to you just a little bit so you can get your body underneath yourself. Okay, a lot of times those things are hidden. We feel like we're not athletic, or we feel like we can't jump very high or very far, when really we're just jumping from a really hard position. So instead, let's make it easier. Okay, so from here, okay, just kind of reset our mind a little bit. We went from modified guard, we did front kick, down block punch, now we're here, we're about to jump. So again, when you turn that left foot towards me, and then you turn that right foot towards me, before you swing this leg up, pull it underneath yourself a little bit so you can really balance. Now jump and switch. Is that easier? I bet it was, okay? Left hand goes out like a backhand, right hand is up, step forward, elbow yourself into a kimai stance, and then slide towards me. Very good. Now we're both going to go the same way, okay? You're going to keep coming towards the camera. I'm going to go away from the camera. Ready? So we're going to do a right-legged, round kick, slide up, side kick. Very good. Back fist with your right hand. Drop down punch. When you drop down punch, do you step forward or just drop straight down? You just drop straight down. Very good. The way you remember that, if you're throwing a back fist, good, and you're striking the person in the chin, I can't step forward, because if I do, I'm going to run into them. So from that point, I just drop straight down, and you're punching them in the stomach while dodging their punch. A lot of cool things going on there. So it's from here, if I'm making contact, again, I can't step forward, I'll run into them. So I go from 1 to 2. Okay, now you're going to go into your jump switch. This left foot, I'm sorry, that's your right foot. This right foot's going to slide back while your left foot scoops forward, all while your right hand does that ice cream scoop around. So it's here. Very good. And then you line up and you sharpen up your stance. Backhand, your left hand's by your chin. Right hand is out, and you're going to do a side kick. Very good. And you cross your right leg, the one that kicked with, over the front. Line up on your left side. Side kick again. Land. Block up. Pull slow. Block down. Very good. Your backhand comes in nice and tight. Your left hand does a rising block. I'm going to turn around so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, we went here. Okay, and then our left hand did what's called a rising block, which is this. And then we did a punch. And then your right hand does a rising block. And then you do a punch. And then from here, your hands come in tight. You're going to slide over, shift your weight. You'll feel that little shh of your foot on the ground. Shh. And then punch. And then from there, you're going to shift weight, block. And then from here, you're going to take this right foot and push it out a little bit so your left knee can go down to the floor. You're not stepping forward again. You're just dropping straight down. From here, drop straight down, punch with your left hand, okay? Let's get that part one time. So we just did the side kicks, okay? So go to here. So again, starts left. It's left, right, left, right. Left, right, and then right, left, right, left. One more time, double knife hands down. So as you scoop with this one, this hand pulls back. Pull it up, block it, punch, block it, punch. And then from here, left, right, good. Left hand, right hand punch, and then right, left. Drop down punch, okay? So now we're going to back it up a little bit. We're going to go to the drop down punch that we did facing this way after that kick combination. And we're going to go from there all the way to that drop down punch, okay? So again, we're kind of building the form backwards a little bit, adding in a little bit more that we've already done. Okay, so we just did. Go ahead and put your right leg in the front, drop down punch. Okay, left hand is out. So again, you will rise while you switch your feet, while your right hand does that switch. A lot of things going on there. Ready? Go. Nice job. Settle into chungle stance. Leave this left foot where it is. Your right foot comes to you. Good. Side kick. Set it down in front. Cross and line up. Side kick. Set it down. Cross your hands over your head. Pull them down over your legs. That left hand circles. Right hand punch. Right hand circle. Left hand punch. Slide. Left hand block. Right hand punch. Shift. Right hand block. Left hand punch. All right. So now we're going to back it up a little bit more. Okay, this time we're going to start, we're going to start from where we just finished the second crescent kick. So we're adding in 2 full combinations. I know you can do it, okay, because that crescent kick part in the very beginning is kind of tricky. So we're starting in that modified guard stance, okay? Again, just to kind of fast forward a little bit. We started our form, step, sweep, turn, sweep, together, up, and now we're here. We're starting that second combination, okay? So stay with me. Ready? I'm going to mirror you, so you're going to follow me. I'm going to follow you. You're here. Left hand's a knife hand. Right hand's a fist. It starts with a back leg front kick, immediately into a down block. Notice how my stance got deeper. Punch, and then turn, knife hand. Again, as you swing this leg through, start by turning your left knee and leaning onto it, pulling that right leg closer to you so you can lift it and switch. Land within the front. Left hand goes out. Right hand comes up. So your arms are actually in the same line. I don't know if you can see this. See how my arms are in the same line? Good, because I'm going to step forward and pull it. So I bring your right leg closer to me, land in that Kimai stance. Good. Again, your left hand is still open. You're right, and if I'm going where you're going, if I'm going this way, here. Slide together. So you're sliding towards the camera. You might have to this point, like in class, this is where we have to back up from the mirror a little bit. Okay, so we have to back up. You have to back up so we don't kick the camera. Okay, now we're going to keep going together. Round kick, slide up, side kick, back fist, drop down punch, keep going, jump switch, line up, side kick, switch, line up, side kick, block, pull down. Left hand goes first. Left hand pull, right hand punch. Right hand pull, left hand punch. Left hand block, Suto knife hands. Right hand punch. Notice my weight doesn't lean. I stay leaning back in that Fugel. 1, 2. And then I switch, block, 2, punch. Okay? Very good. And again, that's like 90% of your form. That's a very, very lot, which is not great English, but it's a lot of your form. Okay, so if you're having a hard time remembering all that, that's okay. We're not yet in the phase of you guys having to remember all of it. At this point, we're still to where, because we're about, this is week 6, okay, we're about halfway to here in graduation, we're still kind of to the point to where we're just doing it together, and your job is just to do it with me. If I can do it, if you can repeat it back to me or do it along with me, that's what we need. Okay, so if you're pop quizzing yourself and doing your form, and it's still not all coming out like you want it to, that's okay. Okay, we're still in the part where we're just learning all the individual techniques and trying to get it in order together. Okay, in about a month, okay, that's when it's more on you guys to do it by yourself and do it from recall, from memory. Right now, it's more as we do it together. If you can follow along with us, if you can do it with us, that's exactly where I need you. So you're good. Take a breath. It's going to be okay. Okay, so now we're working on your kick combinations. Okay, that is the outside crescent kick, into the flying front kick, into the pop-up front kick. We haven't in the pop-up front kick in the form yet. It's still coming. Okay, but what the kicking combination is going to be, I'll show you one time, and then we're going to break it down. Okay, so it's outside crescent, just like in the beginning of your form, into your flying front, which involves a step into your pop-up front kick. So now we're going to break all those down individually. So it starts with, the cool part about it is they're all what's called a variation, which means a version. They're all a different kind of front kick. Okay, when you get towards your red black belt test and towards your black belt, you'll really start to see this on your actual test. When we practice that way, we break it down into 3 different groups. Okay, your front kicks, your side kicks, and your round kicks. All the kicks you're ever going to learn as a martial artist get broken down into one of those 3 groups. Okay, all 3 kicks you're learning right now are in the front kick group. That's important because that means your foot is going to stay in that same position. It's going to stay like this, pointed upwards with the ball extended. Okay, so from here, they're all kind of stays to the front of your body. Okay, since they're all from a front kick, that tells you the part of the foot you're going to kick with, at least kind of the angle of your foot. It's going to stay pointed up. It's not going to rotate over. Because again, you have your round kick, you have your side kick. We're doing front kicks, which are all that way. So that should help, especially on the outside crescent kick, making sure it doesn't turn over to a hook kick. It's a front kick style, so it's got to stay up. It's got to wave at them, all right? So hands up. So just wave your foot. Wave it. Hello. Very good. And you put it back behind you where you got it. Now from here, you're doing a flying front kick, which means you're going to step with that foot, chamber up your other foot like in your form, and then switch and kick with your right foot, setting it in the front, okay? And then from there, you're going to take both feet and pull them together. You're going to bend your body down like you're sitting in a chair, and then you're going to jump up into the air with both feet and kick with that same leg that's already done the first 2 kicks. It's called a pop-up front kick. If you want bonus points, of course, I want you to chamber that back leg in for the pop-up front kick, but that will come with time, okay? So let's do it again, breaking it down a little bit slowly. Hands up. So it's outside crescent kick first. Wave it. And then step. Flying front. And then from there, you bring your feet together. Jump. Kick with this right leg. Very good. You're just doing a tuck jump. Jumping up and pulling your feet in. Pulling your knees in. And then kicking out with one foot while the other one stays tucked in. Almost like we're playing agility. And I swung the noodle at you. You would jump over it with both feet. And you would pull those knees in to dodge it. Okay? Let's do it again. I was going to say one more time, but you guys know it's not one more time. Hands up. Okay. So again, outside crescent kick, step into the flying front, and then step into the pop-up front. Ready? Outside. Put it behind you. From now, it's going to step forward. I lean onto it. Jump and switch. Land in the front. So my right leg lands in the front. I then pull my feet together, jump, and I kick with it. Okay? So I'm breaking it down one more time. This will be the last time. When you're doing it, when you do your outside crescent kick, it's the back leg. It comes from the back. Kind of just organize that in your brain. Outside crescent kick comes from my back leg because you have balance that way. Much like a back leg front kick comes from the back. Okay, from there, a flying front kick is the one that starts in the back. That's the one you know you're going to kick with. Okay, the other way to remember which leg you're going to kick with, it's the one that steps. Okay, the other name for flying front is same leg jump front kick, which basically means the same leg you step with is the same leg you kick with. So let's try it. Step with it. Kick with it. Okay? Then a pop-up front kick kicks with the front leg. So again, flying front kick, hit with the back leg. Pop-up front kick, hit with the front leg. You bring your feet together, you get all your energy going downwards, and then as you pull those arms and straighten those legs, you jump high into the air as you can, pulling in the knees and then kicking out that kicking leg. Good. Very good. Now let's put it all together for a good finale. Ready? And go. Okay, next time, as in Thursday, we're going to really put a lot of time and effort into getting our left leg to do the same thing. That same combination. A very good idea will be to practice. Go ahead and practice all those individual kicks. Your outside crescent kick, your flying front kick, your pop-up front kick. Working those, you've gone through it now on your right side, or you're probably, for most people, their dominant side. Try it on your left side and see if you can get it to translate. See if you can figure those out. If not, that's why we're here, is to practice it together. We'll do that Thursday. We went over the combination and how it feels and how it looks today. Remember, this is kicking week, so you have your challenge points. If you have that sheet, okay, one of the challenge 1 is doing all of your individual kicks, outside crescent kick, flying front, pop-up front. Do it 5 times on each leg. Okay, that's going to be one of your challenges. Another challenge to take and put it into a combination. Okay, now so you can make up your own kick combo or do one that you've been taught. So it can be the one we just did. You can take those 3 kicks and put them in a different order, and that counts too. Or it can be different kicks you know. You can use a front kick. You can use a round kick, a side kick. You guys being intermediates, you know a lot of kicks. You know an axe kick, you know a spin kick, you know a jump back leg round kick. You know a lot of things, okay? And so you can take and put any of those kicks that you know and like into a combination of at least 3 kicks. That's challenge number 2. Or it can be kicks that you were never taught, but you know that you learned from a TV show or a video game or a movie. Okay, if you saw it on Ninja Turtles, maybe you can try it and add that in. Okay, that's the challenge number 2. Challenge number 3, which is a lot harder than it looks, is the bubble popping challenge. So you or somebody else blows bubbles, and then before the bubbles pop or hit the ground, you have to take your leg and you have to pop the bubbles out of the sky with your foot. Okay, using your kicks like a ninja. That's going to be your challenges. Okay, you did a very good job today. I want you to work your fire form, work those kicking combinations. We also have your bonus challenge this week of taking a picture, doing your favorite kick, or doing a kick in a cool scenario, whether that's on a trampoline or like as you're diving into a pool, where you can like make a scene and dress up and do a kick while doing it. Something. Get creative, get fancy, get excited. And you just put the hashtag on the picture you post, parents. First you have to make the post public, and then you post so we can see it. You put the hashtag MAA kick pick. Okay, if you are the other one, the family challenge, instead of doing all the balance kicks this week, parents, it's going to be the same idea, but instead of just a student, it's the student and their family. So it can be with a parent or the parents or a sibling or all of the above. You would just put the same idea, same picture, hashtag MAA family kick pick. Okay, so we have that on our Facebook page. If you need those directions kind of written down so you can print them out, if you haven't already gotten that. Other than that, you guys did wonderful. We have Sai coming up in a couple minutes, so make sure you stay tuned. Other than that, feet together, bow. You are dismissed.